All right, what is up, YouTube? JB AutoWorks. I'm back with another one. And first and foremost, I want to say thanks to all my new subscribers, everyone that's came through and viewed any of my videos here recently, all the likes, comments. I appreciate you guys. It got me motivated and knocked this video out. We're gonna go with the setup. So it's gonna be like my detail setup slash shop slash rig setup. I was gonna do like, the whole shebang, have everything properly set up and whatnot, but we're just gonna keep it raw and uncut today. I'm gonna show y'all, as you can see, I have half my setup in the garage at the moment, half of the setup is still in my car. So what are we gonna start with? Let's start with what I have in my car, and then we'll move into the garage slash shop setup, and yeah, let's get into it. All right, guys, so come on over here. We're about to come look into V. So we're gonna start out. I'm gonna just pull out everything so you guys can see. Like I said, we just going with the flow today. This is my working table. My caddies on here. I do my mats. Whatever I need to clean, I don't want to break my back, goes on there. As you can see, I got the seat cover in here. So everything that goes on here is like things like my steamer, my rags, towels. Let's pull out everything else. This is like my little knee pad, so if I'm not sitting on the bucket while I'm cleaning my wheels, I highly recommend getting one of these. I normally, as you can see, I just throw my dirty towels, honestly, throughout the car as I'm working. I'm gonna work on a better system for that. Right here, we'll get into this in a second. There's a chemical that needs to come out. Let's swing around the car real quick. All right, it's kind of tight. Like I said, we just round uncut. We got both cars out here right now. But on this side, I got a fresh pack of microfibers. As you can see, I use member mark. 1738, I think, after tax for 36. These last a really long time, at least for me. I started, like I said, I'm like, what, 8 months in, 9, I forgot. I started in October of last year detailing, and I just went through my first pack. I normally try to keep them separated. The dirtier towels I keep for dirtier things like outside, tires, wheels, or whatnot. But now that I have two different colors, I can keep green for interior only, and my blue towels will now get cycled down to things like wiping down exterior, like my tires when drying up, just small odd end jobs like that. Down here, I keep my extension cords. So let's move back into the shop. It's getting hot. But my extension cords, it's 100 foot. It's 250 foots, but that is sufficient for me and what I need to get done. So let's get into like what goes into the rig in the back here. So in the back of my trunk, this is pretty much my setup. It hasn't changed much from my detail setup video. We rocking the Ryobi Automotive. This is the best bang for your buck, I feel like, if you're just getting started. I just have it ratchet strapped down, eyelets. This is a Miko hose reel off of Amazon. I can't remember exact price on that, but great. We'll get into the retractable hose reels later, but I would highly recommend that if you don't, it's simple. It works, gets your job done. Shout out to Cars with Keith, put me on. This is Zebra Clean, the Zebra Clean gun. I'm not sure if it's still on Amazon, but we got the quick connect, the auto quick connect. See, I'm having issues with that, but that's my gun of choice. It's light, it works very well. From there, I have 100-foot hose that I use to connect to my water source at my customers' homes. I think this is a Hydrotech, I believe. So it pretty much extends, so it's easy to put up in my back of my vehicle, and it keeps the pressure running to what I need to keep my Ryobi running. Beforehand, I was just using regular hose, and sometimes, depending on people's pressure, I'd have issues. But from there, as you can see, we're moving into like more so the rest of my equipment. Over here, we got the Bauer Harbor Freight, the 6-gallon. It's pretty good. I feel like there's other options, better options maybe to get, better suction. It's just what I use for right now. Moving from there, we got my steamer. This is a steam fast. I found that on a marketplace find. Really, I think like 50 bucks. If you don't want to go spend the ball off the rip, I'd highly recommend hitting marketplace and see if you can find something for the low. Once again, the Harbor Freight. This is the half-gallon multi-purpose sprayer. I use this for like pretty much like my acid or my Dark Fury wheel cleaner base, pretty much. This is cheap, but with this, I wouldn't keep the acid in it because it'll eat it up. I always rinse it out after the fact. Bucket came from AutoZone. I'm not sure. But as you can see, my 2 buckets set up. This is my wheel and tire. That is my main wash bucket. Within here, I got a washment, Detail Armory, Amazon on the brush I use for lug nuts and things like that. Viking King wheel well. I haven't used it much, but it's soft. I use it on mats and things like that. So on my wall back here, I got, this is the Amazon special right here. This is the Viking wheel and tire brush. So as you can see, microfiber with the, I don't know what you call those, but I got this on a stupid sale. I think I paid like $8 for this, and it's originally like 24. I just recently got this because my Chemical Guys wheel brush kind of just, it's doo-doo after a while. It just wasn't working out for me anymore. For the faces and things of that nature, we got a Chemical Guys brush, and this is the Adams. I put this in the full rotation. We'll get into chemicals in a second. Let's just keep moving through like equipment. I used to use that, but like I said, it's only 13 amps, so it doesn't really do what I needed to do any longer. My caddy. So within my caddy, we keep everything. We got the basics. I got plenty of detail brushes, pet hair remover, and striping. I use spray weight on the glass cleaner because I got it from Sam's. I got like a 4-pack for $8. Can't go wrong. What else is in here? My tire. Yeah. My drill of choice is in the house. It's just a basic Ryobi. You can see the setup over there. I got my battery chargers set up over here. Like I said, I'll get into chemicals. My caddy just goes in the back with me. What else? Equipment-wise, we use the Bayer. As you can see on the dryer, I have over here more so like extras and things of that nature. So in here, the Adams bucket, I just keep extra wash mitts that really don't get used at the moment, but if I ever do need them, I have them. These, my towels set up, so these go in the back of the V. I gotta fold these up and get these put up, but let's go through this really quickly. The bottom one is my drying towels. So these are Rag Company black line towel, and yeah, Chemical Guys down in there, black line and Rag Company. I have a video on a towel review, so go check that out. Top, don't let that touch. We'll get back to that on top. But like I said, here's the rest of my blues that I use. Pretty much gonna be cycled down for my tires and things of that nature. My current wash, I had somebody try to get on me about this, but they're drying towels. I use them to wash my vehicle and dry. Like I said, I wanna get more of them so I can have a steady rotation of that. I have, these are for like, the window cleaner tool, which I hardly use, to be honest, once I got it. But that's that for if I needed it. And then another mitt. But all of this just fits in the back seat of my car. It's real comfortable. Moving from there, extra chemicals, not extra chemicals, but things that don't really get used in current rotation. I use the Grill Expert bottles, the cheap $2.25. They have a year warranty, and I like the spray pattern on them. So this is what we use for my spray bottles. And then just extras. So we got the swabs over here. I got ounce cups, 30 milliliter cups. I have buffing towels. another mitt, towels. What do you call these? Scrub. I'm blanking right now, guys, but you see. And on the bottom here is more so like, oh, here's the chemical guys. This is what the chemical guys tire brush looks like. No bueno. But extra things. This is the tool I was talking about. This is for that one, for my trucks and things I can't, reach and what I can't reach. This is my current polish setup and whatnot. So don't judge me, guys, but this was gifted to me, right? I didn't know it was a random orbital. So I think I am going to give this a try, possibly on small spots on my personal vehicle that I want to give a go, because I'm currently using, so let's just take a look in here. As you can see, we got my pads, we got clay bars, we got the quick detailer with a rag in there, and the current rotation is the Bayer. This is the 6.5, I believe, random DA polisher. And right now I'm just not too much of a fan of it. It's a lot of vibration, so I'm going to try to switch out the grease in there and see if I can get it up to my liking. We'll see how that goes. A 25-foot hose, another 25-foot extension hose, not extension hose. It is extension cord. We got some trim restore, the complete compound. My canopy / tent. It's a 10 by 10. It fits the vehicles that I've used it on so far, but things like trucks and whatnot, it's not gonna go. So I'll probably upgrade this down the line when I get a van, because this is all I can really get in my car at the moment. And then what else do we have? Chemicals. But before we get into chemicals, I just want to show you guys a little story time, all right? So I originally had the Giraffe Tools hose reel on my setup, but 2 weeks in, 3 weeks, I'm not really sure. After 1 or 2 uses, the retract start working on it, and I would use a vice grip to keep it from unwinding on me. And as you can see, the hose just got absolutely crazy fat because it was just low quality. Long story short, they sent me another one, and I just haven't used it yet. Thinking about eventually throwing that on the wall with my new setup when I get my setup like how I really want it. In this back corner, moving forward, is how I really want to use the shop. We're gonna put Swiss tracks the whole garage. Over here is gonna be storage for like my chemicals and whatnot. I think we're gonna do a workbench right here, and on this wall we may keep things the same. Move all my lawn stuff out of here, and this wall over here is probably going to be my wash station, so we're going to get another pressure washer set up over here. And I don't really know how I want to do it, but we're going to get it set up over there, so when I'm at home it's convenient. I don't have to keep taking my setup out of the car and using it. It's just a hassle for me right now going back and forth, so it's something I want to get over. And that's kind of like my ideas for the shop. That's just bare bones. I'll take you guys along as I get that process done. But my lighting isn't the best over here, so let's get into chemicals. So I'm getting into chemicals. I just wanted to mention down here, as you can see, I have those water bottles. Those are just like leftover water bottles that I use for my steamer. I think you're supposed to use distilled water. I'm not sure if purified makes a difference, but that's what I've been rocking. I haven't had any issues. So as you can see, I am currently rocking a whole lot of Superior products. Let's start with the basics. So Dirt Buster, this is my basic base wash. I use this in my bucket as my contact wash, and it goes into my foam cannon, foams up pretty well. I use this alongside, Road Warrior. Road Warrior is a higher pH, so my dirtier cars, I'll use a lot more Road Warrior than this, but I normally mix them together to get like a pretty good action out of it, good foaming action, and great cleaning power. I'd recommend anything from Superior products, because as you can see, you can get it by the gallon and at great prices. You're probably wondering why I had the palm olive. I use this for my wheel bucket. I got this trick from Top Star Detailing, I believe. It keeps your brushes clean, and with me using other things on my tires, I don't really per se need to waste or use anything expensive in that, because like I said, we're just cleaning wheels, and we already have a wheel cleaner, which we'll move into that, which is Dark Fury. This is pretty staple in the community. If you're not using it, let me know what you do use. I like it. I pretty much use it 4-to-1 or 10-to-1. It gets your job done. And I use this as a pre-wash slash like bug remover. So like, you know, bumpers, mirrors, things like that before I throw on the pre-foam. Pink Perfection is my pretty much APC. I mix this anywhere from 10-to-1 to 4-to-1. And this is interior, even wheel and tire exterior cleaner when I have like a maintenance vehicle that doesn't really need a heavy acidic, not, well, that's not acidic, but you know, such a caustic chemical. So once again, this is like $12 for the gallon, and this is the first gallon. Like I said, I'm what, 8 months, 10 months in, and we're still rocking. Like I said, you can't go wrong with anything from Superior products. Yes, you may find better, but like I said, we're running the business here. We're trying to run profit, money in the pockets. Talking about money in the pockets, if you guys notice, I got the Trauma on today. My personal brand, trauma843.com. Go check that out for me if you guys are interested. I got these in a few colors, 50% off right now. But getting back into this, Zap It. I just recently came across this. This is more so like my, like I said, spot remover. I use this on interior, so things like carpets and seats. It does a really good job of getting up initial stains and things of that nature. No dilution, just straight in the bottle, spray it. And I normally drill brush, follow up with a clean rag and some water, and you'll get the job done. This is my Formula 4 wax, exactly what it sounds like. So I use this as my last step to the vehicle wash. This is gonna be, it leaves a good bit of protection, helps keep, you know, bead the water off. This makes the wash a lot smoother. I typically leave the soap on the vehicle now and spray this on immediately, so it helps not get those water spots. Here where I live right now in South Carolina, the water is crazy. I was about to say crazy hard, pause. But the water is hard, and how hot it is right now, as you can see, I get a lot of water spots, so this definitely helps get or remove that for me. And it leaves a good, nice shine, and it lasts for a while. Most of the time, I don't know exactly the timeline. I've heard anywhere from a few weeks. I've heard somebody say 3 months. I'm gonna be honest, I don't know how long it lasts, but I know I like it. I'd recommend it. Once again, a gallon. You see, I'm in the game for, we about to come up on a year here soon, about to hit winter time, and I'm still on the same gallon. Moving from that, what is this? This is just water right now, but I plan on just mixing up 10-to-1 Dark Fury in here. We got Muscle Magic, very caustic, strong. This is like just a cleaner slash degreaser, so I'll mix this in my foam cannon on things like my trucks, things that are just caked and dirty. And then what else do I use this? I use this in my microfiber wash, just a dab to help get those rags a little bit cleaner than what they would be. I have a video on that as well. Go check it out. And last but not least, we got the Wire Wheel Cleaner, and this is pretty much like my acid, exactly what it sounds like. I use it on wheels. I haven't used it on anything else. I do want to start using, or I do want to try to see if it will remove water spots. You know how people say acid, you could use acid to help remove water spots. I haven't tried it yet. I honestly was scared to use acid for the longest. My primary job, other than detailing, I used to wash fleet vehicles, and like just seeing how people would ruin some of our customers' vehicles with acid, not knowing what they're doing in direct sunlight, in the heat and whatnot. I just personally didn't want to mess with it. That's why I stuck with the Dark Fury. But I'm a lot more comfortable with it now, and as long as you use it properly, you can't really go wrong with the acid. It helps speed up dirty wheels like crazy, and this works pretty well. They have other acids like Purple X and like some other things. We'll probably try it once we run out of this, but as you can see, I used a good bit of this, and I just recently got this. Not recently, but like probably 4 months, 6 months, something like that. But that's pretty much my setup right now for chemicals and rig wise and future plans and ideas for my garage. That's pretty much like my flow right now. Coming in from a job, I'll normally drop that out, pull everything out of my car, and as you can see, it's not neat right now, but I make it neat as I put it up in my shop slash garage. And that's pretty much it. I have to show you guys my crate setup. So this is like all my chemicals I use currently. This is dirty, I need to wash it. But I got a funnel over here. I got another, this is like my rest of my dark fury from the first go around the batch, or the first set, whatever. You get what I'm trying to say. We got a lance in here for my trucks if I need it. I got all my chemicals in bottles pretty much. So Muscle Magic, Pink Perfection, Formula 4, an extra bottle if I need it. This was pre-diluted Formula 4 I had in here. This is my acid, the wheel and tire, Dirt Buster, Road Warrior. This is the Palm Olive for my tire bucket. We're rocking the Black Line foam cannon, which I'm going to invest in something else different here soon. I love it, it works great, but it's just so top heavy, it always falls over. But that's how you can tell it's durable, because it's fallen off my table plenty of times and we're still thugging. And I used the Ryobi cannon for my Formula 4 wax to spray it on. I got tired of going back and forth, so I just made this the dedicated. So I'm probably gonna get, I think I'm gonna go ADS, so that way I can just switch out the bottles, but I'm not really sure yet. There's a whole lot on the market now, a whole lot of options, so we'll see. But yeah, we also we go Harbor Freight on the gloves. But yeah, like I said, I planned on making this a full scripted video. I just wanted to get the video out. It's getting late, but I appreciate you guys if you watched this far. Comment, like, subscribe, keep doing what you guys do. I appreciate you. Let me know what you want to see next. I got a lot of ideas. I want to start getting into more product reviews and things of that nature. So we're gonna brainstorm some things up and get it out as soon as possible. But it's been another one with your boy, JB AutoWorks. I'm out.